Super Players, it's your homie C-Rod, and today we got a pretty epic battle. It's Zamasu versus Vegito. I'm playing Zamasu, and Tony G is playing Vegito. So Tony G is playing a blue-yellow Vegito deck, and I went with the mono-blue type of deck. So I'm gonna toss out one blue energy, use one blue energy to play out the one-drop Guasu. Can never say his name for some reason. Guasu, not Zamasu, Guasu, and he picks up the top 7 and adds Zamasu among them to my hand. Pretty good turn 1 for me, I feel. I searched out a Zamasu. Now I'm gonna pressure attack, and when I attack, I'm able to draw one card. That's his auto. Then it's looking like Vegito takes that hit, going to 7 lives. So now let's see what Vegito ends up doing. So now it's his charge phase, meaning he's gonna choose one card in his hand and throw it out as energy. So now he has 2 energies, and let's see what he ends up doing. He uses 2 energies to play out Vegito. Vegito comes out with 2 markers because he paid 2 energies to bring it out. If you guys want to know any questions about how Unison cards work, hit it up on that video right now. That one will answer any of your questions. So he gave it a marker, he attacks me, and I take that life going from 8 to 7, so it's 7 to 7. So Vegito is a very unique type of Unison card. What he does is he's able to switch one of his battle cards or leader cards to rest mode to give him an additional marker. And I'm gonna attack Vegito. So I'm attacking Vegito and I draw a card, and let's see what Vegito ends up doing. He's at 7 lives and he takes that hit going to 6 lives. So it's 7 to 6, I'm winning right now. So I'm pretty hyped. So I passed my turn. Very unfortunate for me, I had no turn to play. That really did suck. I'm pretty much just gonna hopefully defend or do something right here. I'm looking at my hand. I had pure Zamasus. I didn't have any play. Now he's bringing out Goku Black, and now he's gonna use the Vegito ability to put that card in rest mode to give him a marker, and now he's gonna attack me. And Vegito has an auto that when he attacks, he's able to draw one card. I take that hit going from 7 to 6 lives. And then let's see what else he does. He's attacking me with his Unison, and I go from 6 to 5. And now Goku Black's ability lets Tony G draw 2 cards and discard 1 card and get an energy back to active mode when he ends his turn. So it goes to me, and I'm looking at my hand. I'm like, holy cow, my hand is just a bunch of big drop Zamasus and Goku Blacks. All of them are big drops. I didn't draw into my little 1 drops besides Guasu. So now I'm going to use 1 energy to search me out the other Zamasu that I need, and I pick up 7, and I get to get 1 Zamasu among them to my hand. Guasu's not that bad. He's a very good searcher for moments like these where I don't have the Zamasu play in my hand. So I get myself the 1-drop Zamasu and I add them to my hand. So when I add Zamasu to my hand, I now have the Zamasu necessary to do a play. But I'm gonna attack to draw first. Maybe I draw even better play than that 1-drop Zamasu. And I wasted an attack because I forgot that Vegito's permanent. If he happens to have a Blue Saiyan in rest mode, I cannot deal damage to his leader with attacks. And that right there was very unfortunate because he does have Goku Black in rest mode. So pretty much Vegito is immortal. I gotta get rid of that Unison, because if not, I won't be able to deal damage to Vegito. And then, if you guys noticed, I tossed out an energy, which was the Goku Black. Goku Black is able to be thrown out as energy if my leader is Zamasu. And now I use 3 energies to play out the top card into my energy zone, and I played out a Zamasu. So that's good because that Goku Black prevents me from throwing out any extra energy unless that energy is Zamasu or Goku Black. Now I have 5 energies and I bring out Goku Black. If I have 5 energies, I can bring him out without paying any energy, and I draw a card. So then I'm like, oh, alright, I have Goku Black, I have Zamasu, and there's a Zamasu card in here that allows me to fuse with a Goku Black or Zamasu from my energy zone as a target, which is very powerful. And now I'm trying to get that Vegito down to low life so I could actually pressure his leader. So I go to 15k, and he goes from 4 markers to 3 markers. Now I'm gonna attack and try to pressure some more that Vegito, and I'm trying to drop down Vegito to low markers so I can remove it from the field. And I go to 15, he takes it and he drops himself to 2 markers, And now I'm gonna fuse Goku Black and Zamasu, one from my energy and one Goku Black from the field, to bring out Zamasu, but he counterplays me. OMG, that card is so not fun. That card just literally got my Zamasu and bounced it right back to my hand without being played. And just like that, he killed my big boss play. I lost an energy. I was gonna do an explosive play right there, and I'm like, oh shoot. I passed my turn, and it's looking like I'm pretty much stuck. I have to throw the Goku Black in my drop area after I end my turn. That's the downside of that Goku Black if I toss it out as energy. So now it goes back to Vegito. He has 6 lives. He has his Unison on field. He's using his Unison ability, giving him a marker to switch his Goku Black to rest mode. And now I cannot deal damage to my opponent as long as that Goku Black is in rest mode. And he brings out another Goku Black for 2 energies, and now he's going to swing at me 15k. And I'm out here playing Zamasu. I'm like, holy cow, everything went downhill after that Trunks. Trunks is definitely Zamasu's poison. And I take that 15k attack, dropping myself from 5 to 4. Now Vegito's attacking me also. He gets his auto to draw a card, and he's going 10k. Then I'm like, what do I want to do? I'm going to go 15k. I combo out of that attack, which is good. But here comes Gogeta going in with a 15k. I'm at 10k. I don't want to awaken right now. I want to awaken during my opponent's turn. I super combo, giving me a 10k, going 20. And he ends his turn. Goku Black's ability lets him draw 2 and discard 1 and restand 1. That ability is so darn powerful. And now I cannot deal damage to Vegito because of that Gogeta Unison that's on the field. So I got to get rid of that Gogeta. That Gogeta allows him to use that Trunks that killed my big boss play last turn. So I got to get that Gogeta down to lower than 2 markers so that doesn't happen to me this time. So I use 1 energy to play out the Zamasu that gets me an extra energy for the turn, and then I awaken and I get an energy to active and draw a card, and just like that, I have an extra energy for this turn, and on top of that, I have all my energies in active mode. So now I'm going to use 1 energy is looking like, oh no, 3 energies to play out. What am I going to play out? I think I'm going to be playing out Goku Black, and Goku Black allows me to get an additional energy for the turn. I mean, just lets me get an additional energy, which is very cool. That's like a built-in objection into the Zamasu deck. Then I'm going to use Zamasu's ability, which is very unique. I get to place 1 of my energies in the drop area to give him dual attack. And he has an auto that when he attacks, I get to draw a card, and I'm attacking the Unison this time. I'm like, I gotta get rid of that Unison or else I can't deal damage to Vegito. And he lost 1 marker, which is good. Then I'm gonna attack again because I gave him dual attack, and I draw another card. That's a very amazing, powerful ability by Zamasu. I really like that ability, and it's 15k to that Unison, and the Unison goes to 1. So I'm like, alright, what do I do now? Do I get rid of the Unison? Because now he can't Trunks me and bounce my big boss play to the drop area. I'm going to fuse Zamasu and Goku Black to bring out fuse Zamasu. Now I'm going to get rid of that Gogeta for sure. I'm going to attack, and that Gogeta is dead. But now Vegito's auto triggers. He gets to draw 2 cards and awaken when he loses a Unison. That right there is very powerful. Now his leader is, you know, vulnerable to attacks, but now he's 15k now, so now I'm gonna have to combo a little bit to try to deal extra damage. And I use 1 energy to bring out Zamasu, gives me an extra energy from the top of my deck for the turn, and that's not bad. Now I have an additional energy, but what am I gonna do now? I'm like, oh my gosh, this Zamasu deck is very hard to pilot. I need to play it a lot more to understand how to fully use it, because this deck manipulates energy, drops energy. You want to, you know, bring out Zamasu's, but I use Senzu Bean to extend my play, and now I have 4 energies in active mode. And this is what I wanted to do, so I could bring out the big Zamasu and bring out the Tragedy Overground, if I'm not mistaken. He's comboing, going to 25k, and he's going to use 1 energy to bring out during the battle that Vegeta that places 1 of his battle cards to the drop area. He draws a card, and now he has a blocker on the field. That's a very, very well played play by Tony, because now he has a Gohan on the field, he has a blocker on the field, and whenever I kill 1 of his battle cards, he gets to restand in energy and draw a card, which is also very useful. That's why blockers are very powerful in Vegito. So let's see what he ends up doing when I pay 4 energies. Let's see what Tony does this time. So I'm paying 4 energies to bring out the big boss Zamasu, which I was going to bring out earlier, but he trunks me and he bounced my big Zamasu plate to my hand. What he does is he has an activate main. I can place him in the drop area to play a Tragedy Overground extra card from my energy, drop, or deck, if I'm not mistaken. And when it comes out, I get to get all his battle cards and place them in his energy zone. That right there is very good. Since I got one of his blue cards removed, he gets to activate his leader's auto where he draws a card and restands an energy. So it's looking like I got rid of his field and I got the Tragedy Overground on field, which is very good, but the downside is I'm tapped out right now. He could potentially do some damage to me. But if you guys don't know what Tragedy Overground does, it's an extra card that if my opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost of 4 or more, that card goes straight to the energy zone instead of being played. And that right there stops him from doing any big boss play, which is very useful for me. And on top of that, it's just gonna help me control the whole game as I ramp up and finish the job. So he's attacking me with Vegito. He draws a card as an auto and he's going 15k to my Zamasu. I'm tapped out, guys, so I have to take these hits and I go from 4 to 3. This guy still has 6 lives. Now he's gonna use 2 energies, man. Vegito's out here just like in the anime wrecking me. He's using 3 energies to play out Gogeta, and Gogeta's gonna attack me, and I activate my counter attack, which is a negate that I get to activate it from my hand without paying energy, and I just take a life and I get to restand 2 of my energies and stop that attack, and he passes turn. The reason I did that is because I know that Gogeta is able to gain triple strike, so Tony was gonna drop his hand and go for the kill right there. And the downside that I'm having is the fact that my Tragedy Overground doesn't remove that Gogeta, and that Gogeta could kill me at any moment because Vegito has the amazing ability activate battle for 2 energies, give your Unison a 10k boost and triple strike for the turn. That right there is very powerful. So the Goku Black ability triggers where he reveals a top card from the top of his deck, and if it's an extra card, I draw a card and he, you know, ends up shuffling his deck. If it was a battle card, he would get an additional energy. So now I'm like, alright, what do? I played out my 1-drop Zamasu. I could fuse it again if I really want to, but it's looking like I'm going to pay 2 energies to bring out Zeno. I needed Zeno turn 2. I didn't draw Zeno into turn 5 or something, man. And I'm activating Zeno's ability where I give him 2 additional markers to get another card from the top of my deck in the energy zone. If I would have had Zeno earlier, I would have been doing my entire plays much faster and much more effective. Now I'm going to use my Zamasu's ability to drop an energy and give my Zamasu dual attack. So now I'm going to be able to pressure. Now, do I want to kill the Unison or do I want to kill the leader? And I'm going for the Unison. It's looking like a downward spiral for me at the moment. So I attack the Unison, dropping it down to 2. Then I get a dual attack and I draw every single time. And that Gogeta goes to 1 marker. This is crazy, guys. I gotta get rid of that Gogeta ASAP. And now I'm gonna fuse Goku Black and Zamasu to bring out Fuse Zamasu. I brought down that Gogeta to 1 marker because I learned my lesson. If Gogeta has 2 markers, I'm gonna get Trunks. And ain't nobody trying to get Trunks out here because that destroys your plays. And I pay 4 energies to bring out the big Zamasu yet again. This guy's a dual attack indestructible 30k beater and 35k beater, and I'm gonna attack the Gogeta, and there goes the counter. He activates it by taking a life because he has sparking 5, takes a life, he drops himself down to 5, and he gets to negate the attack and restand 2 of his energies. But I'm going in trying to get rid of that Gogeta because that Gogeta's gonna kill me next turn because he's going to give a triple strike. I get rid of the Gogeta, but he gets the auto of the Vegito to reset an energy and draw a card when a Unison card is removed from the battle area. I end my turn, and I have to drop an energy that I got with Zeno to give him markers. And there you have it, guys. Here I am playing as best as I can. Once you get Trunks, it stops your entire deck one turn. So Tony is at a 1 turn advantage, and he has higher life. And I am looking like I just got Double Strike Chomp, but I forgot he did that to me. Double Strike Champa, so now his leader is 25k Double Strike. He combos Krillin, giving him an additional 10k. He super combos, or he combo plays the Gohan. He Sensu Beans, gets an energy back to active mode, and this is my ultimate demise, guys. He's just gonna throw out his entire hand. I had a Sensu Bean, but I didn't expect the Double Strike Chopper to come out of nowhere. And he switches my Zamasu to rest mode, so I can't combo it. He Sensu Beans. Oh my gosh, this is the ultimate final Kamehameha to Zamasu's face. Holy cow. I don't even count. I don't even. What's the point of calculating that, guys? He's very buffed up, and I am not. So I think I'm pretty much done. I take that Double Strike, and I go to 0. And Tony G beats me at 5 lives. That's the Vegito deck versus Zamasu. If you guys like this type of video, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new here for more Dragon Ball Super card game content. And feel free to hit it up in the comment section below what you guys thought and any requests for battles. And like what we say, y'all stay super.
I'm an MVP, OG's what I be. Draw 6 crap hand, then I'm a mulligan. I'ma draw again, got a golly hand now. I'ma say amen. I'ma go first.